can you please look up this thing?
See if we can figure out something.
Thanks. I just didn't see him over there. All right, you're Dylan Horn. Yes. Mr. Horn, you got charged with driving without a cycle endorsement and violation of a seatbelt. That can't be right. Let me take a look at this ticket. You don't need a seatbelt on a motorcycle. Special kind.
I wasn't on my motorcycle.
No, let's see. Maybe I
have one. I wasn't.
It's no license ever applied. I don't know why they put that in here. You were driving Michigan and Main Street in Three Rivers without a valid license, and you weren't wearing a seatbelt. The no license is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. The way this is charged. Seatbelt ticket is $65. Mr. Marvin would give me permission to dismiss the seatbelt ticket if you plead to the no valid operator's license ticket. They allege this occurred on May 28th at 2:50 in the afternoon. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to that?
No.
Or promise you anything?
No.
Where were you going?
Home. I thought from the last thing I got in the mail that my suspension was over. I guess there was another one behind that doesn't get over till August. And I never got a paper on that suspension, so as far as I knew, my suspension was over.
Well, but you don't have a valid license in your pocket, do you?
No, just my ID.
All right, yeah, so you didn't have it. Now, you got a lot of baggage. And I tell everyone, if you got a suspended license, wear your seatbelt. If you're driving out with no license and no seatbelt, which is like an invitation for the police to pull you over and find out what's going on. So it's just foolish. But you got unpaid stuff.
Through here.
I think so. Let me look. (2021) you got no proof of insurance and no registration. 2022 you got driving without a license again, which they reduced. 2023 no insurance and allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. Then in January you got charged with operating without a license. You were to pay $325 by February 18th or 3 days in jail. And
when I called about that, they said I didn't owe anything. They had me call the Michigan State Police too, and they couldn't find any records of me owing anything.
Well, you were here in front of Judge Pattison.
Yeah.
And it says you owe $325 or 3 days jail. It doesn't show that it's been paid.
Yeah, because I called to pay it, and they said they couldn't find anything that I owed any money. I told them I was like, I think I owed just over $300, and they said we can't find anything. So they gave me the number for the state police. I called them; they couldn't find anything.
Well, it's due. Well, you were here standing in front of Judge Pattison. Yes. Did he give you an envelope?
No.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but you need to stop driving. You live in Elkhart?
No.
Where do you live?
Middleton.
What's your connection to St. Joe County?
My wife, my fiance, had a tattoo in Three Rivers.
All right. So you have a girlfriend in Three Rivers?
No, she lives with me.
Oh.
But we lived in Constantine until our house burned down. So everything, all our stuff is mainly still up here. We haven't. But she had a tattoo in Three Rivers that day.
Well, that's an important reason to drive. How'd you get here today?
She brought me.
Is she outside?
Yeah.
I'll get Mr. Marvin's permission to dismiss the seatbelt. Are you working someplace?
Yes.
What is that?
R&M mobile power washing.
Okay. Did you have truck mounted power washer stuff?
Yeah. Trucks, houses, concrete.
I just did a bunch of power washing. I couldn't walk the next day. I had power washed everything at the site. My house, my deck, my patio, my railing, my foot. Well, I'll take you at your word that you called in about that ticket, but you're going to need to pay that. Now, this may lengthen your suspension. Do you understand? Of course, you're an Indiana driver, so your issue is with Indiana. I don't know what I'll do to keep you to stop driving. You don't care. You're driving to get a tattoo and you don't wear your seatbelt. You don't pay your fine. And I don't want you to lose your job. But how about 7 days in jail? How's that sound?
Not good.
Yeah, probably not. I don't care if you drive suspended in Indiana. Stop doing it here. All right, I'm gonna fine you $100, $125 state costs. I want you to go out to the counter and find out about that. Also owes $325 and a 2420 ST. Now, if you come back here and I send you to jail, I'm going to say, I told you so. So stop driving. This is a pretty insignificant fine. One every year, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, 8. Retail fraud. That doesn't count for driving. I'm going to make that due by July 12th. I guess I could just give you the 3 days that Judge Pattison ordered, but we'll see if we can get that paid. All right. The court officer will take you out there to find out about this other ticket. Maybe it isn't on there, but it appears to be. All right. And the traffic ticket is dismissed. I'll see Mr. Marvin later this morning. That saves you $65, so it's better than poking your eye. All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.
We're going to take a recess here to go out on the playground. Mr. Gibson is the duty attorney today. We've taken care of Mr. Truckee and Mr. George, who had 2 of the felony cases. So the rest of the cases are in the province of Paul Gibson, who is here. I've seen him. Frank needs to have a snack, so we'll take a break. It starts in 5 minutes, but I'll put all 4 of you in the break dancing room, and then I'll go on to my other matters. I understand break dancing is an Olympic event this year. Good morning, Vicky, from South Africa. I met a guy in Bocas del Toro from South Africa. In fact, I met several people from South Africa. Very interesting discussion about life there. His father was a doctor.
When I'm not in court, I'm with Vicky Mack. Or I watch
Brilliant.
Vicky.
It doesn't matter either way.
I love me some Vicky Mack. I do. I love your channel.
Brilliant.
It's great. I do. And I watch you too.
Thank you.